development. A lot of questions asked about who runs, who pays, who funds Posey Parker or Kelly J, where her money comes from, and of course the typical accusation that it is right-wing think tanks, right-wing groups, shady groups, Trump supporters funneling money to her for a highly coordinated propaganda campaign against freedom. Have you seen any evidence of that? And do we know actually how this works? And I'll also say that I tried to get her safe houses. I felt like a member of the frickin' French resistance over the weekend. And it struck me that actually pretty disorganised and pretty naive in terms of what they were going to face in New Zealand. But are they a well-organised group with dark secret funders from the far right?
No, not at all. I mean, they're a well-organised group. They're a very committed group of women. I think they're brilliant, actually, and I've met quite a few of them. They're very committed to telling the truth. They're very committed to understanding biology and explaining facts to ordinary people. They're quite a populist movement. I think it's quite interesting that the reason some feminists, even here in Britain, the reason they don't like Posey Parker is because they see her as a populist. She's too involved in talking to ordinary people, which I actually think is her great strength. But I think in terms of the funding, I don't know where her funding comes from. I expect she probably does get some funding from some right-leaning think tank in the US and maybe elsewhere as well. But I think in terms of the funding, I don't know where her funding comes from. I expect she probably does get some funding from some right-leaning think tank in the US and maybe elsewhere as well.